Can you have collapsed sections still be able to search for a keyword hidden in a collapse? What do you mean by keyword? And have a Google find a keyword. Google, I think, has no problem, I will show, but we can try how it looks. And why not expand it if you would like to search in it? New England, Vermont. So Vermont we found here, and we do hidden, and then we do Vermont. No, you can't. So the search on the page is just for this thing. But Google, I think, has no problem. I saw some really cool things today. That Wikitree has structured information. So this is your profile. And the cool thing now is that if you search for Obama, then they know the Obama's parents, parents. So then instead of just getting a hit on Obama, you get his family tree. And the reason for that is that I think a place like Wikitree has indexed it. Wikipedia, I mean. So here you have Barack Obama, and if we look, so then you have his parents somewhere here. I hope. Spouse, children. Born. And see how it looks in Wikidata. So this is the Barack Obama data object, and here we should have his date of birth, place of birth, given name, mother, and they have one reference, but they don't say from where it is. So if we go to the father, so maybe it's indexed from this place. This is father, and he has all his children. Father. So maybe they take it from Wikidata. But the cool thing is that they have structured information. And there is a testing tool. What I learned today is that if we go to Peter Roberts in their Wikitree, now I run this in Swedish, but if we check on this page, Wikitree has done correct, so we can see the information here. So we have it structured, because if you look here, Chris has done it correct here. So he used the person object, saying that this person, Peter, has a name on this page. On this page, it says there is a person. This person has unique identifier like this, which is really cool. So that means that we can, in linked data, we can say that this is us. And we can say that you are the same person as a Wikidata person on Wikipedia, for example. This is what is called linked data. And then the program can understand this is your name, this is your gender, because they have added meta, intem prop gender, male. So it's so magic nice. And parents, you have Bertrand, and he has a unique Earl, which is that person, and so on. So I think that in the future we will see. So if we take maybe this one, then we have the same for that person. So I go to the page. So that means that Google will understand that this is structured info. So that means that we can do a search for people. Bad thing here is that you don't have the birth date. The birthplace. Did you have it here? You don't have it either here. Here we have born. So then I think that we in the future will see if this person is better than, we will be able to do a search for people in this area between those places. So here we have location, yes, Rocky Ford, Screven County, Georgia. That's birth. But I think that's wrong. Birth date. Here we have birth date. Maybe this is on the wrong place. Item prop birth. I think that's wrong. It should just be date. Schema, person, birth. So this is how you define a person. And then you have birth date is one. And I think that's what we had. We have birth date, but then we have something odd called just birth. It should be birthplace. And the birthplace expect to get a place, and the place is something like that. So here we have a mistake. On the birthplace. At least Google don't like it. And here we have marriage, which it doesn't either understand. What does it say about marriage? I think you can have spouse. Person can have related to, parent, spouse. So here I think we have. So this is one way to. We spoke about this making information available, and what you have here, which is magic, is that you get the data easy for a machine to read, because a machine don't want to have the free text. He would like to have that it says this is your children, this is item prop here, is what he tells us to do. Here we have person, and then so without markup, which is not good. So we have some microdata now, and that's the thing that Wikitree understands. And here we have RDFS, which is a half complex format. But then you say, here we have example for a person. Person has an address, job title, and so on. And here we can also say that the professor type of postal address, the address could have a street address, boom, boom. So you get the structure. And if we can deliver Wikitree in that way, then we could maybe combine it with other people. And what I would like to see is then that we combine GetMatch ID also in this way. I think I need to speak to someone who is more skilled than me, what we can do. The person who did this this tool. No. This magic tool. Where you can combine, display more people on I had something up here. Oh. No. I can show 2 seconds what this tool can do. So you can combine two people here. This is the family tree of two people, which are in the hit list, in the list of my FTDNA result. So now it's displayed on the map. So Bengt Morgny, green one is me, so I'm always, yellow is Magnus Becker, and the blue one is me, and I think the blue person and I, we have some hits in here. We have found 10 generations away, but we are not so sure where it is. But back to your question, you can't do Control F, but I think Google has no problem finding it. Google finds an index also what it finds in the HTML code, so that's not the problem. Good.